Malian, Malien,
Malian woman, Malian man, my dear compatriots,
je m'adresse à vous en ce moment d'extrême gravité
I am addressing you at this extremely serious time that our country is going through, following terrorist attacks that occurred on April 25, 2026.
2026. Ces attaques complexes
These complex, coordinated and simultaneous attacks targeted the localities of Bamako, Kati, Konan, Mopti, Gao, and Kidal.
Konan, Mopti, Gao et Kidal. Grâce à la promptitude et au professionnalisme,
thanks to the promptness and professionalism of the armed and security forces, a halt was given to the assailants whose objective was to establish widespread violence in the affected localities.
d'installer un climat de violence généralisée dans les localités concernées. Grâce au sang-froid,
Thanks to the composure of the men involved and the maintenance of the coherence of the chain of command, the enemy's disastrous plan was thwarted. A significant number of attackers were neutralized. As I speak to you, the system has been reinforced. The situation is under control and search, intelligence gathering and security operations are continuing.
D'exploitation du renseignement et de sécurisation se poursuivent. En ces instants de douleur collective,
in these images of collective pain, my first thought goes to the victims and their families.
Et à leurs familles. Je m'incline devant la mémoire.
I bow before the memory of our civilian and military compatriots who fell under the blows of barbarity.
Sous les coups de la barbarie. J'adresse au nom de la nation toute
On behalf of the entire nation, I offer my deepest condolences to the Zandi families and express my compassion to the wounded.
et exprime ma compassion aux blessés. C'est avec une grande peine
It is with great sorrow that I wish to pay a vibrant tribute to our late Minister of State, Minister of Defense and Veterans, General Sadio Camara,
ministre de la Défense et des anciens combattants, le général de corps d'armée Sadio Camara, dont la disparition
whose passing constitutes an immense loss for the Malian nation.
pour la nation malienne. Ce valeureux officier
This valiant officer served Mali with loyalty, courage and dignity, with a high sense of duty at a time when our country is engaged in a fierce fight against terrorism.
à un moment où notre pays est engagé dans une lutte acharnée contre le terrorisme. À sa famille,
To his family,
à ses proches,
his loved ones,
à ses collaborateurs,
his colleagues and to all the armed and security forces, I extend the solidarity of the nation.
la compassion et la solidarité de la nation. Son engagement
His commitment will remain etched in collective memory and his sacrifice compels us.
et son sacrifice nous oblige. Qu'Allah lui accorde.
May Allah grant him his infinite grace.
Mes chers compatriotes,
My dear compatriots,
ces attaques ne sont pas des faits isolés.
these attacks are not isolated incidents and are part of our destabilization plan conceived and executed by armed terrorist groups and internal and external sponsors who provide them with intelligence and logistical support.
Qui leur fournissent du renseignement et des moyens logistiques. C'est le lieu de raffirmer la ferme volonté du Mali.
This is the place to reaffirm Mali's firm commitment to staying the course of its rebuilding.
Notre peuple
Our people have made a choice of sovereignty and dignity which symbolizes taking control of their
et de la
destiny.
dignité qui symbolise la prise en main de son destin. Ce choix
This choice,
est l'expression d'une volonté nationale
the expression of a strong and deliberate national will, comes at a price, and we are aware of it.
et nous en sommes conscients. Bien que dur par sa nature,
Although difficult in its nature, this choice is the only worthwhile path. We want to offer our children a free, just, and prosperous future.
un avenir libre, juste et prospère. Malienne, Malien,
Malian woman, Malian
Les
man,
épreuves que nous traversons en ces temps
the
difficiles
trials we are going through in these difficult times are in reality only obstacles on the noble path that leads to prosperity.
qui mènent à la prospérité. Nous devons garder à l'esprit
We must bear in mind that it is in times of hardship that it must strengthen its cohesion and unity.
sa cohésion et son unité. Une session nationale
A national session is essential today, and we must all stand together against division and social fracture.
nous ériger contre la division et la fracture sociale. Mes chers compatriotes,
My dear compatriots,
c'est plus que jamais
now more than ever is the time to trust your daughters and security forces engaged in a complex fight against terrorism.
engagés dans une lutte complexe contre le terrorisme. Les opérations se poursuivront.
Operations will continue until the groups involved are completely neutralized and security is sustainably restored throughout the national territory.
De la sécurité sur l'ensemble du territoire national. Je demande également
I also ask every citizen in every fraction and in every village to show vigilance and responsibility in supporting our services by transmitting through official channels any information useful for intelligence and prevention.
appuyer nos services en transmettant par les canaux officiels toute information utile au renseignement et à la prévention. C'est pourquoi
That is why I also urge you not to give in to rumors, alarmist messages or manipulations.
aux messages d'affolement ni aux manipulations. Par ces temps qui courent,
In these times, disinformation can once again become a weapon in the service of terrorists.
des terroristes. Le Mali a besoin de lucidité.
Mali needs clear thinking, not panic.
Je salue
On this occasion, I commend the synergy of action within the Confederation of Sahel States, whose unified force works tirelessly towards the pacification of our space.
œuvre sans relâche à la pacification de notre espace. Je tiens également
I would also like to acknowledge the quality of cooperation with our strategic partners, particularly the Russian Federation.
notamment la Fédération de Russie. J'ai instruit
I have instructed the government to take all necessary measures to strengthen victim assistance.
pour renforcer l'assistance aux victimes, soutenir les familles endeuillées,
Supporting families and assisting the
les
injured.
blessés. La solidarité nationale,
National solidarity must not be an empty word.
elle doit être un geste.
It must be a gesture, a presence, a concrete support.
Aucune violence,
No violence,
aucune intimidation.
no intimidation, and certainly no desperate attempts at destabilization will reverse the course of our
Nous
country.
ferons inverser la marche de notre pays. La refondation
The rebuilding will
sera
continue, sovereignty will be consolidated, our people will stand tall and resilient like never before.
debout et résilient comme jamais, triomphera de cette épreuve.
You will snort out of this ordeal.
Qu'Allah bénisse le Mali.
May Allah bless Mali and protect the Malian people. Thank
Je
you.
vous remercie.